What is good? It's your boy Chimezie, and we're back at it again with another album reaction review. And today we have Pink Siifu's album, NEGRO. This is his, he's been dropping a bunch of projects. I think he dropped probably 5 since his last, full-length album, Ensley. But NEGRO is his official full-length release after that. He's been doing a lot of collaborative works. Most significantly for me was his album with Akai Solo, Black Sand. Incredible album. I am so mad that I did not do a review for that album because I was in the plane. I think I was traveling to meet family for Thanksgiving or something like that. And so I just decided to throw it on. Yo, that album is an experience. That whole project is straight up just a piece of art. But we're not talking about Black Sand here. We're talking about NEGRO. So I'm really excited for this. The cover art is very it's interesting. You have the American flag in the background. It's just like a painting, and you have Pink Siifu there, shirtless, I think, and crazy hair. And I feel like it's gonna be, and the album title is NEGRO. I feel like it's gonna be a criticism of America today. I feel like it's gonna be kind of aggressive. I feel just from looking just the album title and the cover art, it kind of gives me those vibes. But also, I think we can expect a lot of black empowerment, black love, self-love on this project. That's what Pink Siifu is known for, and I love him for that. I think he plays a very important role in this new underground, I wouldn't say it's new, but in the current underground black empowerment movement that's going on with, Slums, Mavi, Earl, all of that. He plays a very vital role. I believe he's the reason Mavi even blew up, got put on. I want to say Pink Siifu really discovered him and had him on his album Ensley, if I remember correctly. But yeah, very important man. And I love that he's so vocal about black empowerment, and specifically black women empowerment, as they have been the most marginalized group of people in history. So big ups to Pink Siifu. And without further ado, just rambling on at this point, let's get into this album, NEGRO by Pink Siifu. First song is Black is God, a ghetto sci-fi tribute. All right, a lot of commotion. Kind of sounds like jazz almost, but even more chaotic. I hear horns. Yeah, it sounds like a chaotic jazz session, sped up. And also on his website, very great layout. You see a bunch of pictures of black people. I see Trayvon Martin, Pink Siifu is in there a lot. Family pictures. Very interesting. Alright, next song is SMD. Very interesting intro. Very harsh and chaotic. Doug, is that Pink Siifu? That's wild. That's crazy. That is oh yeah, again, this time it's not even at all jazz, but it's also just as chaotic and abrasive. Sounds like a 70s demo tape from a punk band somewhere. That's wild. Who's that one guy? Johnny Rotten? I don't know. Punk people will know. I'm sorry, I'm not that in tune with punk, but that's what that sounds like. Very, very interesting. Very different sound from Ensley. Okay, scared of these niggas. White man trying to take my shit. It's really hard to hear what he's saying, but I get it. He's revolting, rebelling. essentially, against the white establishment. Raging, essentially. Wild. All right, next song is FK. Bro, what? This is straight up a punk rock album, like punk rock song. I'm not gonna say album yet because this is just the third track, but this especially, oh my, what? From Ensley? Okay, but he did say on Twitter, that this isn't Ensley, that he wants us to go in this album with a clear mind, clear perspective. So it's not like he didn't warn us. And I'm not saying I don't like it, but it's, bro, like, I felt like Pink Siifu was the chillest dude. Like, off of Ensley and everything else, just like the way he raps is really slow, melodic, chill. It's pretty wild, not gonna lie. Dog, I would have moshed to this. Now I know what this is kind of reminding me of. Like, not like directly, but kind of, it's giving me JPEG Mafia vibes. Especially that switch right there. I can't make out what he's saying. Yeah, I couldn't make out what he said, really. Like, I got some words here and there, but unfortunately, couldn't say. Next song is We Need Mo Color. He said, what's your favorite color? And then he said, you should be your favorite color. I think. We're just pretty much talking about self, black love. He's really pushing himself, like, to be outside of the box. I like it. And it's still, even though it's kind of calmed down, the instrumental is still kind of sporadic and all over the place. But maybe we're chilling, calming down a bit. It seems that way. We'll see. All right, next song is Black. Okay, yeah, just an interlude. Next song is Adam X Jalen, I Love You. Maybe those are his parents? It seems to be just another interlude, conversation between him and another person. Next song is America with 3Ks, Try No Pork. Oh yeah, Try No Pork, pigs, police.
The family of a black man killed by police in...
Yeah, in that little summary for his album, he did criticize police, just called them pigs, so I feel like that has a big part. That has to do. That has a lot to do with this album for sure. And this kind of reminds me of Slauson Malone's A Quiet Farwell. Like the harshness of it, just how sporadic it is, almost all over the place. But I feel like this almost takes it a step further, just in the harshness regard. I'm pretty sure that's Pink Siifu talking, but I can't make out what he's saying. Alright, next song is Run Pig Run. Sounds like it could be a banger. Pig shoot, we shoot. I feel like I'm starting to get it. Like this is almost like the like you're kind of pulling back the curtains of a black man's mind under all of this stress and trauma, and it is a lot of racing. Like it seems like Pink Siifu, it's really, I don't know, using this album to portray his anxiety, really his anxiety as a black man, like in its rawest form. That's what I'm getting from this album. That's what I'm getting. Trying to go against the white establishment that he's forced to live in, trying to protect himself against police brutality, trying to love himself, making it a point to love himself, and like his skin, his color, who he is. So that's I feel like I'm starting to understand what he's trying to accomplish right now so far with this album. We're not done yet. All right, next song is Dead Meat. Oh, they're like eating ribs. Ribs is like a pork meal, I want to say. Yeah. It's fury, rage, really just in its rawest form. Wow. I need to see him perform this. Like, that's insane. This is crazy. It reminds me so much of JPEG Mafia. I feel like he should have gotten him on this album. Alright, next song is My Heart Hurts. Maybe not mourning the victims of police brutality. Beautiful sample. How you not gonna rap on that, bro? Alright. Next song is Chris Dorner. This is a wild tape. Alright, next song is Nation Time. But this is the first song that sounds like a Pink Siifu song, from what we know. Alright, next song is Homicide, Genocide, I'll Die, featuring Ted Kamal. Okay, so I guess the previous song wasn't like a switch in the album. It was just a one-off kind of come down. Yeah, or like something like Death Grips. That's what it sounds like. I feel like I know that melody actually. It sounds like a popular punk song. The next song is Bebe's Kids, Apollo, featuring More Mother. I was literally just talking about that movie with my brother yesterday. Man, what? This is wild. This is so crazy. Man, alright. Next song is Dirt, featuring Nakel. Let's go. Oh. I wish he would bring the vocals more to the front. Because I feel like Nakel really killed that. Man. I felt that. This is like Nakel's stuff, like his energy. He could bring a lot to the track, and it was too muddled in the production, I think. Next song is Faceless Wings Black, featuring the OGM. A lot of short songs, which again is very punk. Next song is Black is Love, Like Painting on the Wall. Yeah, this is crazy. The whole album is gonna be like this. Man, Another interlude. All right. Next song is Steal from the Enemy. You are no friend of me, you are my enemy. Then I told you it was gonna be aggressive. He's very confrontational in this album. Next song is On Fire, Pray. It might be the longest song on here, 3 minutes and 40 seconds. That melody also sounds familiar. Then the mixing in this is very, very odd. It seems like everything is like almost underwater, kind of like it's pushed back. Like the instrumental and the vocals. Very hard to understand what he's saying. I'll have to be going back and listening for the lyrics. I guess the first part of that was On Fire, and now this part is Pray. And I really like the guitar. Beautiful. Kind of gives this calming sense, even though the vocals are still so harsh. That may have been my favorite song so far. I feel like I did like the kind of juxtaposition, or like the contrast that was provided with the first part of the song, and like kind of like the middle and then the end. But next song and last song is Black Be the God, Negro, Wisdom Cipher. Bunch of snippets just being etched together, it seems like.
Y'all thought it was over, nigga.
Man, stop playing.
Yeah, crazy time, nigga. Stay over it. What's that? He saved that kind of soulful aspect of his music for literally the last track of the album. That was the clearest his voice has been the entire album. And that concludes Pink Siifu's album, NEGRO. First thoughts, initial conclusions. Wild ass album, bro. Like, was not expecting this, not one bit, like not even a little. Like, given the bag talk, Black Sand, you know, Ensley, this album kind of made no sense. Like, for it to be coming after all of that, to be coming from a person like Pink Siifu. But if you really strip back, you know, the medium that he's using to express his thoughts and his worries, it is another Pink Siifu album. Like, it is about black love. It's about black empowerment. It's about you know, criticism against white America, against police, and I feel like he did it in. He took a really big risk, because first off, this album, I definitely call it a punk album. This is a punk album, not at all rap. This is not a hip hop album, and maybe no. I would not call this a hip hop album. This is a punk album, and so that already there isn't a lot of people that listen to punk. But then you also have the subject matter being about, you know, like I said, about, it's for black people, it's for black youth, black women, black men. And so that is even a smaller amount of people that listen, that would like listen to a project or a sound like this. So he's taking a huge risk releasing an album like this, especially given that his previous album, Ensley, I want to say that's the album that really that, like, I guess got him the biggest following, I think. I mean, I'm not completely sure, but I think. And so yeah, to completely steer away from that sound and to release something like this is a very, very bold decision. And I respect it, because it shows just how important it is for him to express his emotions in the way he feels is appropriate, or his emotions and his thoughts. And I felt it being expressed. However, like, I mean, yeah, I wasn't expecting this. And I mean, I do have some criticisms. I mean, I think the mixing, that was the biggest deal for me. It was so hard to hear what he was saying. And I wouldn't even say some. I'd say most of these tracks. I heard snippets here and there of what he was saying, the lyrics. But most of the time, it was hard to hear. And also the production was very, very also abrasive and like muddled. It was like in the background, like yeah, it was weird. It was very weird. But again, I do understand it. I think this album does take a couple listens. You have a lot of snippets, interludes in here. This almost feels like an art performance more than an album, honestly. I feel like a short film is supposed to come with this album, you know? It's not just to listen to, you know, on the radio or something like that. But also, I do, like, hey, since he has this album out, I do want to see this perform live. If I go to a Pink Siifu concert, you gonna catch me there moshing, like, straight up. I don't care. I do not care. But yeah, it's interesting album, and I look forward to seeing what else is in store for Pink Siifu. The last song on this album does have me kind of thinking that that he's going to continue making hip hop, making, you know, that lo-fi, soul sampling, chill, kind of jazzy hip hop, rather than opposed to, like, this is now the path that he chose to go to. I feel like this is almost like a one-off exception, or maybe him just experimenting a little bit, or straight up, it seems like he had to let a lot of this trauma out in this sort of way that he's been seeing, that he's been experiencing, like it's been bubbling inside of him. He just had to let it out, and this was the way. So I respect him for that. Again, looking forward to what he has next in store. Thank you for watching. It's been your boy Chimezie. Leave an artist, song, album in the comments if you'd like me to check it out or possibly review. Peace.